Hello everybody, it's me Heather, and today I have an unboxing. So this is a new company and I'm actually a beta tester, but I did actually pay for this box. But for now they're just letting a few people into the program to get feedback to see how it's going. And I wanted to go ahead and just share with you guys. It's pretty cool, and I'm going to talk about something I don't usually talk about on this channel. Hope it's not too boring for you. I'm going to talk a little bit about fitness. Yeah, so I'm in my 30s now. In my 20s, I was all about working out, and one of my favorite things to do was at least a couple times a week, I would grab a protein bar and snack on that after my workout. Just kind of give me an energy boost, just kind of give my body back some nutrients after sweating my buns off. So, but once I hit 30, I kind of just quit working out. I don't know, it just went into a different phase for a while. But this year I was like, okay, I am all about getting back on track, getting back into my fitness. So I've gone back into my, I don't want to say hardcore fitness routine. It's actually been really hard getting back into the routine I used to do after, taking so many years off. So I realized I need to kick it up a notch. I'm the kind of person, even back when I was all about working out, I was always exhausted after my workout. Like, a lot of people are like, no, you should be energized and you should be feeling good after your workout. No, I was always exhausted after my workout. I always had to almost always had to take a nap after working out. So I really had to organize my workout routine so that I would be able to take a nap afterwards, because that's just how hard I used to go. But now I'm older. I'm in my 30s, and I can't always be taking a nap after I work out. And plus, obviously, I was getting tired during the workouts. Like, I couldn't even finish the workouts. I'm like, wow, I need an energy boost. And I was like, well, slamming an energy drink's probably not the way to go. So, I did a little research, and I'm like, I need to be the kind of person that I need to do some kind of some kind of supplementing or snacking, something healthy, something that's going to benefit my workout. And I don't even know how I came across this anymore. Somehow I came across Fuelixir. So it's Fuelixir. But on their website, if you actually go to the website, they actually have a pronunciation guide. So it's Fuelixir. And they basically were saying, fuel your workout. Here's a subscription box, but it's different. And I'll get to that in a second. But basically they're saying, we're going to hook you guys up, with some stuff to help power, your workout, so that you can get started, keep going, and, be energized afterward. And I'm like, that is exactly what I need. So let's go ahead and show you the box. So went ahead and blacked out all this fun stuff. Sorry, I know that's really attractive, but I wanted you guys to see Fuelixir. I really like the box, and it's just got a ton of yummy stuff in there. So right now, like I said, I'm a beta tester, so this is my first box from them. They have 3 plans. I got the box for $25. I know that might sound a little expensive, but here's what drew me in. So instead of them charging you $25 every month and send you a box, send you a box, send you a box, they have it set up so that on their website you can log your workouts and how much of the things that they send you that you're actually consuming. And when you actually need another box, they'll send you another box. So I like that, because when you're getting back into working out, like I am, you have good weeks and you have bad weeks. So so on average I usually work out 5 to 6 days a week. But every once in a while I'll have the week where I only work out 1 or 2 times. It's like you just end up not getting your workouts in. So obviously on those days I'm not going to be eating the supplements, because that's a waste. They're not going to be helping me reach my full potential. It'll just be sitting in my body, getting digested, not getting used, not giving me the fuel I need, not replenishing electrolytes, that kind of thing. So I like that. And also they have the personalization test. They give you what kind of flavors do you like. So without revealing too much of their inner workings, since they are still in beta, I can reveal a little bit, but not too much. So first off, based on my little, preferences survey, they made note that I like sweet, I like savory, I like chocolate, I like vanilla, I like berries. And they took that into account when they sent me these supplements. So they have 3 plans. They have the small box, the medium box, and the large box. So I got the small box that comes with 2 supplements before you work out, 7 during, and 2 after. So like I said, I'm not the kind of person that I want to be eating, you know, protein bars and energy drinks and electrolyte replenishers every single day. I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not, you know, that serious with it. This is just overall health benefit and like I said, something to help fuel my workout. I know it sounds a little goofy since it sounds like I'm just kind of like repeating their catchphrase, but that really is what I needed. So enough suspense. Let me show you guys what's actually in the box. It's pretty cool. So I already cut this open. I've already eaten some of the supplements, and I'll talk about that. But I like it when you first open it up, and of course it's going to say Fuelixir. And they have it partitioned and separated, and there's just a lot of stuff in here. So first off, I really appreciate the handwritten note. That's a very nice touch. It has the company logo up there, and it says, "Hi, Heather. Enjoy when you can, endure when you must. Stay fueled. Team Fuelixir." Oh, and you guys probably see that cat back there, okay? Wasn't planning on talking about you in the video, Mr. Charlie. So my boyfriend is, or actually now my ex-boyfriend. Oh my God, so much news. Okay, ex-boyfriend, but don't worry, everything's okay. So he's going out of town for 2 months on business. And so I'm taking care of our cat since he's going to be out of town, but he was able to take Wrinkles, our dog, with him. So obviously I'm okay and things are good, but sorry about the distraction. Moving on. So handwritten note, very nice touch. And I really appreciate the user guide. And it even says here, I'm an official beta user, woohoo, but I did pay for this box, $25. Anyways, so how it works. So talk a little bit on here, activity data, technology, sports nutrition, talks a little bit in here. But here's the part I really like, is that they tell you which ones are before your workout. They tell you how to take it before your workout. So like, for example, some of them you take, you know, 20 minutes before your workout, and it'll say, but you know, only take it if you're doing like a medium high intensity workout of 30 minutes or more. But then the other one, they're like, okay, you can take this bar before your workout, but you take it before, you know, easy, less intense workout. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then they sent, you know, they show you here everything they sent you. They didn't send me every single one of these. Some of these, like they didn't send me one of these, but then they sent me 2 of those instead of that because it didn't, you know, it didn't have the flavor that I like because they took that into account. That's pretty cool. But it will tell you here when to take it during your workout. Like a lot of them, for example, today I ate the Vega bar, which was yummy. That was really delicious, surprisingly. And it was like you take that every 45 minutes, or excuse me, yeah, you take it after 45 minutes for workouts that are 60 minutes or longer. So right now I'm in the habit of doing about an hour and a half of cardio at least 5 days a week. So it makes sense that I start getting tired during my workouts. So when I took, you know, one of the supplements before the workout, it really got me energized, but not in a bad way, in a healthy way, like got me motivated, got me good to go. It really kicked in like during the workout. And then like 45 minutes in, you know, I took a, you know, 5-minute break and I ate the Vega bar, oops, excuse me. And that really just like helped to keep me going. But anyways, let me show you everything that's in here. So they sent me a little iron-on patch for Fuelixir. So if I want to personalize any of my workout gear, I thought that was cool. They sent me a t-shirt. And sorry, I think only beta users get this. Don't be jealous. But yeah, pretty cool Fuelixir shirt. I will actually be wearing that tomorrow since I sweated all over my other workout gear today. All right, and here's, you know, the box. So this did have partitions in it to keep everything separated, but I think my box had a bit of a rough ride and the partitions got kind of knocked around. But let me show you all the good things we got in here. So, woo. All right, so I already ate some of these. So this was the keto bar. This is before your workout of less intensity. So I actually ate that last night when I just did like a short little jog, which was nice, about like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, anyways. And then here we go. And then this morning I had this. I just, you know, you stir it up in your drink and it gives you some energy. Anyway, but then, I'm really looking forward to trying the rest of this stuff out. And then after, let's see, know which one. Oh, and then, oh my God, this was so good. This was the one I ate during my workout, after I'd been working out about 45 minutes. This is the Allie's Bar Original Sweet Potato Fuelixir. I want this in my next box or something similar. This was so good. Anyways, all right, and then after my workout, I took a protein drink, Performance Protein Vegas Sport. That was pretty yummy too, vanilla flavored. But yeah, looking forward to trying all this other stuff that they sent me. This is going to be good for me. So take it a couple times a week. We'll just see how it goes. But yeah, pretty awesome. So if you work out more than me, they have guidelines. For example, they have the medium box, which comes with 4, you know, little snacks, supplements type things for before your workout, 15 during, and 3 after. So that's good for people who work out anywhere from 8 to 16 hours a week, and you do longer workouts of 90 minutes or more. Whereas in my case, I work out about 7.5, 8 hours a week, and I usually don't do workouts lasting longer than 90 minutes. So the small box is ideal for me. Then there's, then there's also the large box that comes with 5, you know, goodies for before your workout, 32 during your workout, and 8 for after. So that's ideal for, those are the marathoners out there, the cross-country runners. So if you work out more than 16 to 18 hours a week, and you do multiple long sessions of 2 to 4 hours in length, you want the large box. So the prices for the boxes are a small box, $25 every time you need to order it. Remember, this isn't necessarily going to be every month because we all work out differently and supplement differently. The medium box is $50 and the large box is $100. So it's only for, you know, that large box is only for hardcore marathoners and supplementers. All right, so I'm going to keep you guys up to date on Fuelixir. If you guys have any questions or comments, let me know. But you know, I really wanted to get something that I wouldn't have to constantly go to the store and Charlie, cat's name's Charlie. And I'm letting him do whatever he wants right now since he's making the adjustment of, you know, living with me and my other dog, and now, you know, my ex-boyfriend and his dog are not with him. So I'm just kind of letting him do whatever he wants right now so he can get used to the environment. And anyways, all right, back to where I was. All right, so really happy that I'm testing this out and I can see myself sticking with this box. I really like that they personalize. I love that they tell you how to take the items. I love that they keep in mind how often you work out so you know what's best for you. So a lot of personalization. Even before they launched, they want us to give them a physical phone call. And I'll be honest, I didn't call them because I am the kind of person, when it comes to working out, I've always been solitary. I don't like having personal trainers. I don't like working out in groups. I've always been a solitary exerciser. I don't like a lot of interaction, you know. It's kind of like I like to clear my head space, that kind of thing. But anyways, I like that this gives me an opportunity to try all kinds of different, you know, protein shakes and protein bars and just, you know, basically energy boosters and, you know, electrolyte rehydrators, you know, that kind of thing. That, you know, because going to the actual fitness store and supplement and vitamin store and trying to pick stuff out can be a little overwhelming. And I like that they made this nice selection of products that work together, and they took into account what flavors I like and how often I work out. So pretty cool. So let me know if you guys got any questions or comments. Leave them down below. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe so I'll pop up in your subscription feed the next time I upload a video. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.